What is up, guys? It is the Bluebloods here, back with another interview, man. And we are headed to North Carolina A&T, man. We got an All-American in the house, Kyin Howard, man, linebacker leader of this A&T defense. He was named All Big South in their first season in the Big South. He was a key piece to winning the Celebration Bowl multiple years, winning the HBCU National Championship while they were in the MEAC. And so, man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
I appreciate you for having me.
Absolutely, man. So we got to go way back. I want to go back to Eastern Gulliford Class AA state championship, man. You were the defensive player of the year in the state, all area player. Which teams were on you the hardest as you were coming out of high school?
Coming out of high school, I didn't really have that many offers because I tore my ACL twice. So I really only had Pembroke and Charleston Southern, and A&T came in like the end of right when it was about to start the sign.
Gotcha, man. Well, listen, those schools really missed out. You've been playing out of your mind in North Carolina A&T. And so I want to go to Sam Washington, man. He is one of the most interesting coaches, and he's one of the most successful coaches at the FCS level. And that clip about Bring Me My Money is probably one of the most legendary clips of all time. What is he like as a coach, and what is it like playing under such a successful and energetic coach like that?
It feels good. He's a very good coach. He's gonna lead you where you need to be. He's not gonna sugarcoat anything. He's always gonna keep everything 100 with you.
Oh man, absolutely, and that's why y'all had so much success. And so, the big storyline surrounding North Carolina A&T this year is the move to the Big South. As a player, are you excited to play in this new conference and get into those FCS playoffs and try to make a run? And just for you, how do you think this is going to affect the program moving forward?
I feel like it's gonna be a tremendous plus for the program. Definitely with us moving up conferences, and I feel confident in my team that we could really take this all the way and just keep doing what we need to do and just making sure we're on top of everything. We shouldn't have a problem.
Absolutely, man. And last year was a tough year, man. COVID, not deciding to play, and there were multiple teams who decided not to play. Others decided to play. For you, how did you stay in shape and keep yourself busy without playing? And how hard was it to see all these schools go out and play on the gridiron, man, and you couldn't get out there?
It kind of hurt because I at first I was like, it's okay, I got another year, I can get better, all that, without playing. But then watching people play, and I'm like, dang, it's been almost a year. I ain't hit nobody. We running. I got it. It's hard to make the stay in shape, and you feel like you don't have a end goal in it. But now I feel like it's time now.
Right. And I feel like a lot of fans are curious and don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. Did the school come to you guys and ask you guys about it, or was it just kind of like a decision from up top where they came to you guys and was like, "Hey, we're sorry, but we're just not going to go out there and put all y'all at risk this year"?
I think it was a little bit of both. I definitely feel like the school wanted to know our opinion on how we felt about playing, and that helped with their decision on deciding if what we was going to do or not.
Right. And you take a redshirt year, your first year on campus, man, way back, and now you're the senior leader of North Carolina A&T's defense. How has your game evolved since you first stepped foot on campus as a freshman to now?
It evolved a lot. 'Cause when I first got to college, I didn't really understand anything. All I knew what a pool was. I didn't know what cover three, cover two. To now be able to pretty much understand what the corner has to do, safety, understand where I need to be, who's next to me, where I need to line up at, and stuff like that. So
Absolutely, man. As a senior, I'm sure, and being one of the best players in the country, man, I'm sure you got a lot to pick from. But if you had to pick one thing, what do you think your biggest strength as a player is right now?
my understanding of our defense. So I feel like
Uh,
that's really
Yeah, and so at being the middle linebacker, I don't feel like you guys get enough credit for how much you have to know. I mean, how much film study goes into prepping being the middle linebacker, understanding what everybody on the field has to do, and understanding what almost every position on the offense has to be doing.
I feel that's a lot. I watch film 24/7 when we have meetings in the morning. We go to breakfast. I'm watching film. Even after we had a game, I'm watching film on that, trying to figure out what I've done so I can fix that on when we come back to practice on Monday, and just keep getting better and just understanding who we playing against next.
Absolutely. And so you don't have to give away all your film watching secrets, man. But when you turn on film of a team, what positions are you watching most closely, and what are like the number one and two things you're looking for what an offense does?
Me personally, I look at the linemen, how if they're leaning a little too much, they sitting back in the stance, and sometimes it might be the receiver or the running back that give away what the play is. Just all depend on how they lined up too.
Right. And this is going to be a tough question, and but I feel like everyone has something that they're always striving to reach. So, what is one thing you think you want to improve on in terms of your game, your senior season, to take your game to that next level?
I want to be able to make sure I stay in it, because sometimes the longer you playing, you just kind of get out of it. But I just want to make sure I'm able to go every snap for 4 quarters straight and not having to be tired and worried about other stuff.
Right. And as a senior leader, man, I'm sure you guys have sat down and talked about this already. But what are the team goals for North Carolina A&T for the 2021 season?
Our main goal is to win the Natty, and
Oof,
then else. We just
man.
got to make it to playoffs, win the Natty, and be number one. Because everybody already doubting us. I think they think we supposed to be coming number 3 or 4, but we not. We think about being number one.
Oh man, I see. I thought coming because we've been kind of covering the SWAC and the MEAC and everything. So I thought you guys were going to be ranked one or two. But when I think you guys did come in third in the preseason poll. I was like, that's a little low in my opinion. But ask team first goals first. But what are your personal goals for your senior season that you want to achieve?
Me personally, my main goal usually any season, I want to be the leading tackler. I want to get more fumbles and get some picks too, and just really be that. I want to be that factor on the defense to help us win the game.
Oh man, hey, you've been that multiple times, man. And I know this is going to be a tough question because the schedule is completely new for you guys, being in a new conference. But the first game's always the most important, and I agree with you there. But put a but behind it. Is there a game on y'all's schedule that you have circled that you're looking forward to playing in the most?
I want to go, dude. That first time I ever played it, I got ejected when we played ECU. So since I got to play the whole game of Duke, and that just I feel like that brought what I truly could show and show that I got need improvement. So I really want to be able to show that I got better and show Duke that everything we need to do.
Oh man, I think it was Hero Sports or one of the FCS sites said that that they were picking you guys to upset Duke this year. So that some huge expectations there. I mean, do you guys ever get just a little bit more fired up when you get a shot at a Power 5 team like that to say like you better recognize that North Carolina A&T is here to play?
Most definitely, we fired up for every game, but definitely when since people believe that we should be losing this game and all that, we really want to make an example out of people and stuff. So
Oh man, and you're going into your senior year, man, and this question is going to be a little tough, but right now, based on everything you've done up to this point, what letter grade would you give your career at North Carolina A&T?
I would say probably a B minus. I left too many plays out on the field. I should have had like 4 picks last season, but we're gonna
Man.
make sure we catch them this year.
Oh man, I like to hear, man. That's pretty tough. I mean, being the MEAC Defensive Player of the Year, first team All American, man, B minus. That's crazy. But I want to get into breaking down some stuff in your game, man. But first off, which NFL linebacker do you watch the most film on and look up to the most, and how you model your game?
I would say either Ray Lewis or Patrick Willis. Just because Ray Lewis has the leadership, I just feel like Patrick Willis is different. He had like a different vibe about him, even though it felt like he ain't even played that long. But I feel like he really made a big impact.
Oh man, his career was cut so short. He was a monster, like you said. But on game days, man, everyone has their routines. What is your pregame routine? Do you have to listen to a certain something? Do you have to wear something specific? Like, what's your pregame routine on Saturdays?
Really, all I do is I wake up, stretch. Well, the night before I drink a whole thing of Pedialyte. Then in the morning I wake up, stretch, and I'm probably listening to Money Man the whole day.
Oh, so you just got one song you play all the way up until kickoff?
I'm playing the whole album. I think it's
Okay,
I can't even remember which one it is, but whatever Money Man is, I'm listening to it.
Oh man, I like it. And so, would you consider yourself more of a run stopper or a coverage linebacker?
Run stopper for sure. Yeah, it coverage not for me. But we play the run
So,
first.
oh man, absolutely. So, what's more important to a linebacker, man? Vision or speed?
Vision and understanding where you need to be.
Oh man, hey, that's where that film study comes in. And so, you're already talking to your teammates, calling out plays, putting people in position. So I know it leaves only a little bit of time for this, but how big of a trash talker are you during the game?
I don't talk at all. All I do is get the play, call it. I'm not even thinking about the other person. I'm thinking about what we need to get done. So me talking trash really ain't the best. I don't have some. I'm not even thinking about the other person. I'm worried about what we got to run.
Oh man,
I leave that
hey,
up. I leave that to my Jacob. That's the one he always talking.
yeah, you said I'm sticking to my role. You can talk the trash. I'll make sure we keep this thing rolling. I love that, man. Y'all
Yeah,
got y'all's roles on that
I'm gonna
team.
get you lined up. Y'all can do the rest.
I love it, man. So, looking back through your career, man, who is the best quarterback that you've ever had to go heads up against?
It got to be I say right now because since last year 2019 my first year playing, I either say it got to be the quarterback from Alcorn.
Oh, Felix.
Yeah, I say it got to be him.
Yeah. Oh man,
And the
he's a
one from
baller.
Florida, FAMU. He was good too.
Oh yeah. He just graduated.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name, but yeah, those two guys both can ball, man. But with all the accolades, man, all the praise y'all get, the championships, everything like that. What keeps you motivated year in and year out?
I enjoy playing football, really, and just feeling like I have a goal to achieve. I want I want to get to the league and make sure I be able to get my family in a better situation. So the end goal is to be better.
Oh man, absolutely. And last year there was like a big talk, and we covered it on our show. The fact that there were no players from HBCUs drafted, and no one could put their finger on why. And there's a lot of you guys coming out this year that have really high draft grades. The scouts have identified you guys as the favorites, and you are definitely one of them. If an NFL franchise asks you next year at the Senior Bowl, at the HBCU Legacy Game, what they're going to get if they take Kyin Howard in the NFL draft, what are you telling them?
I feel like you're gonna get one of the hardest, best people that you're gonna find. I hold myself to a high standard, and I'm gonna make sure I achieve every goal I want to, and I'm gonna give you everything I got.
Oh man, listen, man, my team needs a linebacker so bad. I'm a Dolphins fan. We need some linebackers, so I'm hoping they can snatch you up in the draft, man. But last question here: you're brand new to this conference, the Big South. For those who don't follow North Carolina A&T football, what are you guys going to bring to this conference this year, and what is your message to the fans and teams sleeping on y'all this year?
Just know we made chicken. If you want to come see it, meet us at the corner of Lindsay and Sullivan.
Man, that is the best answer I think I've ever gotten to that question on the show since we've been started doing interviews, man. That is amazing. Listen, I'm so excited to see you guys do work this year. I'm excited for the move to the Big South. I know you guys are going to prove everybody in the media wrong this year, man, but this is your time, man. Where's social media? Where can NIL companies reach out to you and just give any and all shout outs you want to give, man? This time's yours.
You can hit me on my Instagram. My Instagram is 54K. That's FIVEFOKY. I can't remember
Oh,
I think my Twitter name is Big Kyle 54.
I got you real quick, man, because I got our deal, and I will plug it for you. It is at Big 54, at Big Kyle 54. So make sure to hit Kyan up on social media, guys. Listen, the more support we give to players, the more opportunities they will have this season and into the future, man. Listen, I wish you luck on the season. And listen, when y'all make that run to the FCS playoffs, man, and that championship, we're gonna have you back on with the ring and the trophy.
Most definitely.
Absolutely, man. But we appreciate it, guys. Make sure to go follow Kyan and North Carolina A&T all season, man. Y'all know where to find us. YouTube, any and all podcast streaming platforms, man. So subscribe now. But for North Carolina A&T football, Kyan and the Blue Bloods, man, we are out.